Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode of Thanksgiving Special, we're gonna have some cake. Carrot cake, that is. So, I wanted to make a food deck, and I couldn't get one that actually works in Standard. Instead, I went back to the good old Boros Token deck because it runs on carrot cake, and I love carrot cakes. So, let's talk about this whole deck. I don't think there's much to talk about in terms of the combo. Everyone knows about the Caretaker's Talon and Urabrask Forge combo. Almost insane combo that was the main deck in the previous Standard before Duskmourn came out. Then all the aggro just got an extra boost because that's what Wizards do. Instead now, this time we have a new card from, well, not a new card, a new old card from Foundations, the Authority of Consuls, to kind of slow down a lot of aggressive decks. This card just basically kills all haste creatures. Creatures our opponent control enter the play tapped. So if they're haste, that doesn't matter, they're tapped. And then whenever creature our opponent enters, we gain 1 life. Yep, that's right. Every time they have a creature, we actually get the Soul Sister effect. So, this is really good, but of course we cannot justify having too many authorities in a deck. There's only 2. Because I have my 2 other secret techs. I got 2 High Noons and 2 Rest in Peace. Remember how good Black Leyline is? Rest in Peace does that for 2 mana. So it's not free, you cannot get an opening hand, but if you need to play it, it's not too bad. It's just 2 mana. So the three sort of tech cards in this deck are right here. We got 2 Authority Council, 2 High Noon, 2 Rest in Peace. If they got combo, we kill it with Rest in Peace. If they're aggro, we kill it with Authority Council and High Noon. If they're temple, High Noon can also lock them out of a lot of 2 spell turn, 3 spell turns. We can lock them out of that. And then High Noon also puts a clock on our opponent because it's always 5 damage. So we don't need to bring them down to 0. We can bring them down to 5. 1 High Noon will finish them. If we bring them down to 10, and 2 High Noons will finish them. So bringing them down to 5 or 10, pretty easy to do with an Urabrask Forge and Lightning Helix. So that's why I think this is a very good shell for the Boros deck. Now, of course, the original Boros deck, we still have 4 Torch the Tower, 4 Carrot Cake for, a little bit of bunnies for card draw, and Scribe to kind of fix our, top deck. We only have 2 Get Lost now. I never really liked Get Lost. It's a good card, but you give our opponent 2 map tokens. 2 map tokens is basically 2 draws. You don't want to give them that. That's terrible. And then we have 4 Lightning Helix that does 3 damage, gain 3 life. So we can kind of come back if we're about to die. That's pretty important. And we have 4 Caretaker Talon, 4 Urabrask Forge. Pretty standard Boros token package. But I had to cut down all of the late game cards. So only 1 Archangel now. Archangel's good. She's actually great. I think Archangel's, how we can win a lot of games, but don't worry about it. We don't need to win with Archangel, because now we can just blast them in the face with High Noon. So, yeah, we don't need the sustainability of the 1/1 soldiers. We can always get the 1/1s from Carrot Cake, from Fountain Port, from Urabrask Forge. It's fine. We don't need the tokens. And we don't need to make an Angel, and the -6 won't work, because we're going to Rest in Peace everybody. So, yeah, only 1 Archangel left in the deck. Still 4 Sunfalls, of course. Whenever our opponent goes wide, you're going to need the Sunfalls. And then I have 2 Virtue of Loyalty, kind of another win con, just to make our 1/1s go bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, Virtue of Loyalty is pretty useful as well. Now, one thing that I did thought about after I kind of completed this deck is, Sunfall might not be as useful as what I used to think for this deck, because now there's DOJ, right? Day of Judgment also wipes the board, but it's not exile, it's just destroy. But if you have Day of Judgment and Rest in Peace, it's kind of like the make your own Sunfall package, which, it's one's 2 mana, one's 4 mana, so you might be able to play 1 on turn 4, 1 on turn 2, 1 on turn 4, and still win. But right now I'm going to run the 4 Sunfall and see how well Sunfall does. Because the best thing about Sunfall in this deck is that it will make a token. It incubates X for our Caretaker's Talon. And even if there's no creature on board somehow, I don't know, maybe our opponent sacrifices their creatures while we're Sunfalling, even if there's no creature on board, we still incubate. That artifact token doesn't do anything, but it's a token, which will still draw us a card. So that's kind of the idea. And then, of course, I went down from 26 lands to 25 lands. 25 lands because, well, we got Council, we got High Noon, so early game we have something to stop. And then Carrot Cake should get us enough filter that we never get mana screwed. More than likely, we might get mana flooded, so go down to 25 lands. 4 Planks. Lots of white spells in the early game. Just 1 mountain should be enough. We have 4 Battlefield Forge, 2 Elegant Parlor, 4 Inspiring Vantage. We need to have a lot of basic lands because we have 2 Demo Field, to get out the basic lands, and then the demo field to pop our opponent's man lands, maybe. We have 4 fountain ports. This is very important in the deck because it makes tokens, not just fish. You can make treasure tokens to ramp us, but also draw cards with Caretaker's Talent. And you can also use the Caretaker Talent's level 2 ability to copy a treasure and instantly ramp yourself 1 more next turn. And then we have 4 Sunken Citadels to help us activate our fountain ports. Very useful as well. So yeah, this is an incredible deck. Now let's look at the games. Alright, our opponent is Goldash. Goldash letting us go first. I mean, there's 2 talents, so I don't know if I can put that back, but oh man, is that a bad hand. Okay, so this is red. I don't have white. If this is white, I don't have red. There's 2 removal, so maybe I can last that long. Feels bad, right? Alright. I kind of fixed it. Dinosaurus. No referee. Now I am talented. Okay. This is gonna be a while before I can use this talent. Another one of these Dinosaurus? Oh. Let's do this again. Next time we fountain for it, we're gonna get so much. Pugnacious Hammerstone. Very scary. I already have a land drop. I'm just gonna let it go. Didn't do anything, huh? You create a treasure. That's 2 card draws. Oh boy. This is so much. Carrot cake? Okay, I don't need another land. I draw 2 cards. Can I get a forge, please? No. Sunfalls. Sunfalls are nice. Not gonna lie. I'm cool with the Sunfall. Now, I don't want to use this yet. Because I can Virtue on this turn. You can also get lost. Gulta. That's a 12/12 trampler. Do I even sack this? Because what I want to do is probably Sunfall. So let me just draw a card. Oh, this is so much. Alright, let's go to... Wait, what? Oh, I have treasures, yes. Parlor first. Demo Field. Not very useful. No, okay, it's Surveil. Okay. I don't want to toss cards in the graveyard since it's... Why is it tapping? Oh, those are my only white? Okay, that makes sense. I want to leave... I want to leave my white mana open in case I want to use it for something. I draw 2 more cards. Still can't draw Forge. 39 cards left. So I cannot make a tempo play without a Forge. What I can do is Virtue. Okay. That works for me. GG. Alright, our opponent is... Pato. Pato. Alright, but those letting us go first. We got Sunken Citadel, Inspiring Vantage, and a Planks. Still gonna name this on white, I think. Black. Billows Skullwelder. Caretaker probably is better than just torching the tower here. But if he has a removal, he gets to poison me if it's a poison deck. So we're gonna hold back. Alright, do we Virtue here? It's got 1 mana. Yeah, it's playing off curve here, but I don't know what he's doing. Feels like it's a toxic deck. I don't think any deck runs the Billows Skullwelder other than a toxic deck. Another Billows Skullwelder. And a third... Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna get poisoned. Starting now. First opponent is already kind of janky. And they got 3 Billows Skullwelders, like opening hand. That's really annoying. Yep, I knew it. Well, I can kill the Skullwelder here. I guess I do. It's really about not knowing what our opponent had, and then also getting mana screwed. I mean, it's not like I can win this without putting creatures on board, but every creature on board helps them proliferate even more. Rat. Advantage, huh? He gets to proliferate if it dies. I want to play the Caretaker, but then I won't be able to do much. Whereas in actually... Yeah, right? I won't be able to do much if I Caretaker this turn. It's got 2 black mana, so it's probably a removal. Go to 3. They don't have blue. That's important. I know they're not mono black because they play Prologue to Phyresis. Toxic decks. Toxic decks for toxic players. Ah. Another land. Our cake. There's a carrot in there. There's no temple from this deck, so I guess toxic is kind of like the worst matchup for us. What actually hit us? Oh, the Prologue. I guess it doesn't matter, right? His Prologue will always poison us anyways. That's some nice rope you got. You gonna hang yourself with it? He's just gonna Mirrors, I imagine. Okay, so he's gonna let his rope burn because he's mana screwed. So he's salty. I mean, if you're salty, go play the next game, right? It's not my fault you're mana screwed. It's Shuffler's fault. Blame the Shuffler. Always blame the Shuffler. Okay? Look at that. I'm getting flooded. That's something, right? Make some Mirrors token. We all know this was happening. I scry again. Okay. The flood, man. The flood is real. I could Virtue. Feels like there's stick, right? But the stick could just be the Mirrors. Oh no, maybe his entire hand is blue. Neither of us has good hand. Let's be honest here. Okay, we'll wait for another rope. Jesus. Why does the rope go back? This is the same turn. Why doesn't he just burn out the timer? Alright. Now we have a 2-2. Probably still gonna get killed. Annoying? Yeah. Good job. A rat? Well, gives me a 2-2. Makes me happy about that. So I'm on 4 toxic. He's got no blue. Let's fight this out, I guess. I shall Caretaker. I'm gonna put an upkeep stop and sack my Caretaker next turn. This turn I just want to see what my draws are. I guess I could have made the token first and attacked him before I did anything else. A Demo Field. Yeah. Kind of useful against that Mirrors. So, I'm not going to sack. Yo, wait, what? Why did it tap my red? What kind of tapper was that? That was the auto tapper. Just absolutely incredible what they did to me. I'm gonna lose the game because of this. I'm gonna lose the game because of 1 toxic. I'm gonna be so mad. Raska's fall. Alright. I'll do this on his upkeep, I think. I don't need rest in peace against this deck. Well, not that it'll matter, because I'm gonna Demo Field. Do I Demo Field on its upkeep? Because I don't want to give him an extra land here. We'll give him extra mana on his upkeep, but that's fine. If he wants to use the Murex, he has to use it right now. Good. Now he's getting his blue mana. Okay. He's going to attack. Not going to attack, huh? I'm gonna torch this. Huh. Is that lethal? Let's see. 2 plus 1 sun counters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Not quite, right? But hey, you know, whenever you can push damage, you probably should.
I will put an end to this misery.
Or I could get a white board, to be fair. He's gonna make me sacrifice it. So this does 6 damage, bring him down to 8. 8 is not 0. And if he has enough removals, he'll kill everything I have on board.
Spread your wings!
I only have 1 Lightning Felix left. Got 1 attack left. I'll burn for 3 first. Does he counter it? He has to bring the ending this right now, right? Here comes the rope again. Top deck a land at important moments. That makes sense. But maybe we can still get there. There's to bring the ending. It's got 1 mana left. GG. Oh, that was a long game. Just because our opponent likes to rope a lot. Alright, our opponent is Calivra. That's neat. We get to go first. And they get to rest in their pieces. Okay, Elegant Parlor go first. No removal. Sunfall eventually. Maybe. Let's see what they are. I hope they're blue. Oh, I'll be so happy if they're blue. I mean, not just blue. I hope they're the Oculus deck. No, they're not. No, they are not. They're the life gain kind of deck. That's an uphill battle. Fountain 4. Well, I need 5 lands, so... To gain the Sunfall, I need 5 lands, right? I'll take the 1 land. Another Sanctifier. Dream Thief. Alright, you gain that life. Don't think they can kill the Forge very easily, so I'm gonna put this out there. He's just a chump. I mean, it's not a chump. Mine's just a chump. It's gonna get sacked at the end of the turn anyway, so that doesn't matter. Surveil. I guess Rest in Peace does hit something. Helpful Hunter. Oh, he's gonna get a wide board. And a lot of life, which I don't really care. The life total I don't care about. Yeah, you got it. I get Inspiring Vantage. Don't think I'm gonna play the Vantage this turn, right? I have all the lands in the world, so I can play the Vantage this turn 5. My thing is right now I want a Carrot Cake and Rest in Peace. Either that or I could Fountain Port. But I want a Carrot Cake. So I put the Rest in Peace out there. Well, attack first. Okay, because I Rest in Peace? Ah. That's how good that card is. Alright, our opponent is Riff 3N. You're gonna riff all 3 of those ends. Yeah, opponent goes first. Again. But this is a very good hand. Unfortunately, opponent goes first, so I don't know how much we can capitalize on this hand since we're gonna be behind on tempo. They're riffing, alright. They're riffing. Advantage. Alright. Why? Oh, it's because I turned off the auto tapper, of course. Oh, forages. Forages for days. You're gonna cut down my 1/1? No. He didn't do it. He's gonna play Galissa. Oh, yeah. So here's the thing. With the Galissa out, I can't do anything else. I kind of want to throw out a Forge, but I don't have the extra mana anyways. So maybe it is just Torch. And then sack the Carrot Cake. Wait, no. Yeah, right. Whenever a Carrot Cake enters, and when you sacrifice it, I don't really need the life. Get lost is good, but I need a land. That's it. Now the problem is if that's Shieldred, well, it's Shieldred, I have to get lost. If there's anything, I have to get lost. But if you play another Galissa, I'm gonna Helix it. So there's that. Tranquil Throwback, yeah, okay. That don't do nothing. Do I even kill this? Do I care about this throwback? It's kind of a waste, right? Let's go to my turn. Alright, I'm gonna name white. I'm gonna name white. I'll get the Forge down. Not even gonna bother attacking into a throwback. He tossed a throwback out there kind of willy-nilly. Probably has more. Yeah. Makes sense. But how much more does he have? Right? Oh, he exiled my graveyard. I was gonna say, he gave me life. No, you got it. Demo Field. Don't really want to demo anything, so I guess we'll just Caretaker's Talent. Well, this, and white. Then we'll copy one of these rabbits. Extra land. Okay, at least it doesn't have a third throwback. I can take these damage. These damages are fine. for me to hit with this. So I only have 3 mana now, so I can't Helix and get lost. But something will happen. But if he has a tear, I'm gonna be pretty mad. If he has a tear, he probably use it right now. Is it just to get lost? Or not get lost? Is it just a removal? I hope so. Alright. Pretty big of flood here. Not even gonna bother attacking. Not a tear. Right? Or maybe he's holding it back. Unholy Annex. Gotta stop that from happening. Let's see if he wants to crew the Bronco here. He doesn't crew the Bronco. He just attacks with the Bronco. So he gets to draw a card and draws a land. Alright, I give him an extra card. Do I want to kill the Bronco? Yes, 3. Okay, do I want to kill the Bronco here? Bronco's kind of annoying. He's gonna kill 2. Otherwise this Bronco dies. I go down to 5. Plays his swamp. Let's get lost the Annex. You can use that on his throwback, but I gotta do it, right? Before his Annex, give him an extra card here. Anoint. Annoying. I'm gonna level this up. Is there any need to level it up? Does that do much? Not attacking with it either, right? So let's just draw a card, see what we can get here. Fountain Pour? Fountain Pour is pretty useful. I can tap this. Actually, no. Z. I'm gonna go down to 1. No, Lightning Helix can bring me up, but that's, oh boy. That was a land drawn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which means I can't Helix. This flood is real. Go for the throw. I think I need to Helix this turn, do I? If he has a Galissa, what do I do? Well, I kind of die anyway, so I gotta do it. Next turn, I draw 2 cards. Well, I could give him not an Anoint if I made him shuffle, but you know, it is what it is. Jesus! Alright. So that's the way you want to play it. I get to drop 2 cards. Archangel. Does Archangel help me? His lifelinker will die to the Anoint. So we just let the lifelinker die to the anoint. If he has 2 removal, I'm kind of gonna be in trouble anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I need a 4th land. I don't need a 4th land, right? I have a Sunken Citadel, but I have a lot of lands. I don't think I ever worry about I don't think I ever have to worry about the Inspiring Vantage coming to play that.
So long as I draw breath, hope will never falter. You will shine bright, hero.
Riffin. MB Riffin. Is he gonna anoint this? He's gonna anoint it. Mosswood Dread Knight. Extra card draw. Please give me. Yeah, Torch won't help here. Helix might. After a while, it might. Yo. I'm gonna need a Sunfall. Okay. Okie doke. It's gonna be like that. Okay. It's a beginning of something. Is he gonna block it though? Takes it. So we're gonna have to do this. Double Helix. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana open. So I play a land. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can use this. That means I have 3 mana left, which means I cannot level this up. I'd much rather level this up or draw a card. I don't have to draw a card. I can also make another 1/1. Right? If I am making another 1/1, then I guess I can just throw the Inspiring Vantage like this. Really depends on what he has. That's fine. Well, if I take it, that means I cannot use this. Okay, GG as well. Did not want to fight through that, huh? So, okay, let's see what our plan was. So I cannot use the fish, because that would deal an extra damage to me. And then I'll die to the 7 damage here. What I can do is make a treasure, which won't be that useful. I could block the Tranquil Throwback, but then I lose my lifelink. I just let it go. And the next turn, this is lifelink. This becomes 3 lifelink. And then I can make another one. And then I can keep going. I think that's the idea. Also, I think it's lethal here. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be 5. And then this will be 4. So that's 5 damage as well. And 5 plus 6, 7. That's like 12 damage. Lethal. Alright, our opponent is... okay. I'm gonna say it's mid-get storm. They don't get banned. Go first. Authority. Let's see what they're actually doing. Even the authorities are minorities. In my water park. Green! Elf. Oh man, alright. That changes the way I need to play this game, right? I think I'm gonna have to Helix it. Stop his ramp. I happen to get lost next turn, so... Mono green, huh? Another elf? Well, we'll name white. We'll have this get lost. Don't want to let him ramp. This will get us all the cards we need later. Alright. It's an Elf Ball deck. I'm gonna need my Sunfalls. I drew 3 Sunfalls last game, so God knows if Shuffler will still queue that up for me. I'll get a draw. It's annoying. That is not a sun. Oh, wait. There is a sunfall. Do I copy this though? I'm really gonna draw a card. Copying it means nothing. Tyrant. Pretty scary, but I do have a lot of life, so. Ooh, High Noon. High Noon is funny. It doesn't do much against his deck. Maybe I just double forge him? So I'm gonna draw a card anyways. Do I want to Caretaker to ensure that I draw a land the next turn? I don't get to ensure this, right? This is barely really anything. Alright, let's just go into combat. Maybe this will give me the land I need. Sort of, but not really. Alright, he has a lot of mana, so I think it's better to kind of lock him down a bit. Let's name white. I already named white. Don't need red anyway, so I'll name white again. And I will Caretaker. That's a good card. That is a good card that I need. Do I need to High Noon him? Does stop him from playing too many stuff in the turn. And I'm not playing more than one spell a turn, so. I'm at 24. I got a lot of my lock pieces down. Do I chump here? He didn't attack with this. I guess he wants to make an elf. Letting this go. So I'm gonna Sunfall him first. Let the sun fall. Aw, are you asleep? Fauna Shaman. Pretty good card. Now I could just proc my High Noon on a Fauna Shaman. Don't want to let him draw whatever card he wants, right? Do I want to draw a card first though? Gonna proc this. And I'll copy this. Still have a 5-1 Trampler. Next turn I have a 5-1 and a 6-1 Trampler. What do you have? You got nothing. You got nothing. GG. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen all of those games, how did this deck feel? I gotta say, I love it. I always I had an adverse relationship with the Boros Token, not because I didn't like it. It was because it was so good that I didn't like the fact that there was one deck that was so oppressive. But now that the standard metagame has shaken up a bit since Foundations, and there's since actually Duskmourn and then Foundations, there's not a lot of people playing this deck that I want to revisit because I actually think this is an extremely good deck. Now, maybe this is not the best version yet, but this is the style that I really, really like to play because even in Best of One, I like to have answers for a lot of our opponents. So yeah, I definitely love the Rest in Peace. It doesn't do much against a few opponents because they don't have any graveyard synergy, but it does a lot against most opponents that has graveyard synergy. So yeah, that's why rest in peace in the deck. High Noon, definitely a great inclusion in this deck because we're not multi-spelling in a turn in all likelihood whenever we're playing High Noon. And if we are playing High Noon, that puts our opponent on a way faster clock with our Forge. Because when they go down to 5, they go down to 0. So yeah, that is a very strong deck. The Boros Token definitely munches on all the Caretaker enough to aggro our opponent to death. Not in an aggressive shell, but definitely with enough damage dealing that they get the burst damage into them and they die anyways. So yeah, I like this deck. I think it's pretty good. In my opinion, best version of Boros deck. This Boros deck is way more fun to play than any burn strategy. Burn might be better in win rates, but it's just not fun. And this is way more fun. Authority Council locks them down. High Noon makes sure that they can't do anything, and then we will rush them off with Urabrask Forge. That's the whole idea. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. See you guys next time.